Hi, welcome to Airplane 101. Now in my class, you have to know how to make a paper airplane. It's gonna happen, we're gonna throw them, so be ready. Now I'm gonna go ahead and show you on some of this awesome paper how to make basic glider from paper airplane. A couple things related to the paper airplane. It's nice to have a piece of paper. This is from AP Statistics, scratch paper that was in the recycling bin. So we're gonna go ahead and take it, and I'm not worried about what's on it, just that it's a nice, good paper. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna need to fold it first and get myself a center point. So I'm gonna fold it the lengthwise or hot dog so that it's as long as it's possible. Now I'm looking at that center line being what's gonna be my guide for the rest of my folds. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this top part and I'm gonna fold it down and line up this top edge right here with the center of my paper fold line, and I'm gonna create this point. Now, make a nice crisp line, fold it nice and tight, be as straight as you possibly can. And as you come in, line up the other edge at the top as well. So now when you've got it, you've got this fold with the two flaps. Again, the top edge lining up with the center spine of this airplane. When you've done that, you're creating compressed paper that will become the front of your airplane, and that compressed paper will create weight at the front of the airplane, which will help push the airplane or pull the airplane forward as it falls to the ground. Now we're going to take this and we're going to fold it along this line here, and we're going to fold it back, and we want to make sure we're not going too big, or we don't want to fold it like this. We want to make sure we fold it right along this edge, and we're going to do that and then pull it back in and feel where that paper connects. Make a nice crisp line, again, lining the spine of my paper up down the center again, so you can see that the fold is right along the line. Now when I've got this folded in, I am now going to start working on the structure of this airplane. I'm going to take this leading corner here, and I'm going to bring it back to the center again. But instead of lining this edge up, I'm actually worried about this point. And I'm going to not line it up at the bottom, I'm going to line it up offset about right there. The reason I'm going to do that is I need to create a little tab to hold the airplane. So right here, I'm going to be creating a little tab. So I'm putting the point there so that I can use this tab to help hold the wings of the airplane together. So as I do that, I'm going to hold that spot, I'm going to fold back my wings and make my lines and my creases as crisp and clean as I possibly can. And I'm going to match that same thing on the other side. So I'm kind of moving the paper, folding in my hands to get rid of any bumps as I come in and meet again right at that point, and then fold out and press. So now what happens is I've got these two flaps that want to stand up, and I don't want them to do that. So now I'm going to grab that tab I created, and I'm going to fold that tab over those two flaps of paper. Now that right there will create the point where I want to throw the airplane from when I hold the airplane to throw it. I'm going to hold that little tab. And at this point, I'm going to take this paper airplane. I'm not going to hide the tab. I'm going to expose the tab by folding the paper back so I can have the tab to be held in my fingers. You'll notice as I do this, if I've done it correctly, my wings will become, this leading edge will line up with themselves, and you'll have this nice, perfectly matched piece. And you just fold it back. Okay, so what I have now is a place where I can hold the airplane when I go to throw it. It's holding those two flaps down with that pinched little tab, and now I need to create my wings. Now, a lot of people like to just fold their wings like this. I don't recommend it at all. I think it looks terrible and it doesn't fly well. What you have to do is take this edge of the airplane and match it to the bottom of the airplane. So that means you got to go back and fold it from the beginning at the tip, and you're going to fold it down to match the bottom of that airplane. And by doing that, you're going to create enough wing surface to be able to glide, but you're also going to create a rudder that's strong enough to keep the airplane from twisting. And now I'm going to match the other side. I'm going to come down and match it so I have my edges of my wings that match, and crisply pull it down. Now, when I do that, the airplane is ready to go, with the exception of a couple of things. A lot of people like to fly their airplane like this, and by doing so, they don't have the ability to catch any air underneath the wings of the airplane. So when you're ready to fly, you're going to hold it at the pinch point, but you're going to take your wings and you're going to push them up and open them up. Now, the reason you do that is when I let go of this airplane and it flies naturally in the air, it opens up, and you'll see that the wings are now more level but yet there's a lot of air that can be caught underneath the airplane that will keep it in flight and carry it for a long time. So go ahead and give it a try, bake your airplane, and see how far you can go.